2K is about to face the biggest issue they have ever come across that could completely ruin not just 2K24, but future games as well. So I'm not here to waste your time. Whatever you got to do, make sure that like button's blue, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and let's get right into the news. A former 2K League professional by the name of OFAB posted this on Twitter with 769,000 views and said, "Lost my 50 game streak to Zen users. Great game 2K24," with over 1,500 likes currently on Twitter. Now, as we all know, if you look deep into the community, Zens, the Cronus Zen that everyone was using in 2K21, doesn't really work anymore if you've been watching the videos. So it's not actually a Zen, but that's the term people use because that's what everyone knows. So let's watch this clip, these few clips of this game where he came across a quote-unquote Zen user. Two of them actually with the exact same gamer tag. So you see right here, first I want to shout out PrizePicks for sponsoring today's video. PrizePicks is where you put your sports IQ to the test and can win up to 25 times your cash. It's easy, just pick whatever sport you prefer, the category, and then make your picks. Then just choose if the players will do more or less than projected. The more you get right, the more cash you bring home. And when you click my link in the description to sign up, PrizePicks will double your first deposit up to $100. Yes, double the first deposit. Thank you, PrizePicks, for sponsoring this video. Start of the game, little boot right between the gap. He's gonna shoot that catch and shoot. Now, hey, you know what I'm saying? People can do that, right? Shoot right in between the gap. That's a wide open shot. But on this next play, they have a steal. Okay, and remember, XO Rican, okay, XO Rican, there's two of them with the same name. They're gonna get a steal, force it right back to the same guy, and contested shot, 20%, shooting it right away with at the utmost confidence, like he is wide open. So you see, they're gonna get the ball again, throw it to XO Rican, pump fake, green. Now that was a blinder shot, you know, okay, maybe these three shots is doable with the confidence, but you see, they're gonna come down the court, throw it to the same guy, 71% contested, you know, no takeover. Keep in mind, these guys are not popping takeover. I want you to notice they don't even have to. Look, force feeding it again to the same guy. They're just gonna stand there, pass it to this dude. He's like, oh, no catch and shoot. You know what? Let me just take a step, pull up, open. Okay, so you know, open, you know, not contested really. But how about another one where they're just going to once again force feed it to XO Rican, contested. Hey, 50%, and you'll see right here in the last clip as they're popping playmaking take and stuff, he's gonna pass it to him. He's like, screw a wide open shot, just, you know, step up, green, just like that. 5 for 5, 2 for 2 from 3. And the craziest thing is, as you all know that have been watching, I took a long break from 2K. I literally hadn't played the game in like over 2 weeks since yesterday. I got back on, played the Poseidon event. I was on an 11 game win streak. And who did I lose to? I'm not kidding. XO Rican doing the exact same thing. Now, it's not just him. Check this out. Someone tweeted at me on Twitter and he said this right here. We played the same dude, 83.4% from 3. Now, y'all seen what this man was shooting, and he's shooting 83% from 3. As you all know that have once again been watching throughout the year, my best shooting I ever got up to was around 80% from this tweet right here, 79.6. I think I eventually got up to like 81, but that was purely on a 1v1 build, right? I only played 1v1. I knew my shot perfectly, and there's much more space than a 5v5 court where if you go back and watch the footage, every single shot I take is wide open. I mean, that is very, very hard to get 80%. So I'm not just saying, oh, 80% is in because I've done it myself, but the level of confidence in the contested shots he was taking, the consistency of those shots going in is how you know it's a Zen. Like my friend, as you can see right here, he can shoot limitless range shots on a lockdown build with like an 87 mid-range and basically no limitless, right? He has like a 79 three-pointer without takeover. You can hit those shots because the game has a pure green window, which means you're basically just putting the game to the utmost test where you have a very small window to time it. If you do time it, it can go in, but the catch is he only shoots those at like, I don't know, 30, 40%. If you gave him 100 games to shoot from there every single shot, I still don't think he would shoot over like 70% in one game. This man is consistently every single game. That's how you know it is a Zen. You see what I'm saying? So basically, I'm trying to make sure you guys understand what a Zen is and what isn't. You're actually able to right now load up 2K24 and hit those shots without limitless range. If you time it correctly, of course, like I said, you're not going to shoot it at a high consistency, But how you know it's a Zen is the confidence of how he's shooting it, the consistency of it going in, and of course the team literally just feeding him the ball. He's not even popping sharpshooting takeover. He doesn't care, and it's going in. Now these guys of course admitted already to using a Zen. They actually don't care. But 2K has a growing issue of course with these Zens, and they're not actually called Zens, getting worse and worse. Now I'm not going to tell you guys what it's called. Some people already know what it's called, but I do also want to say at the moment, once again, there's way less people that actually have this technology to be able to do this than you think. Okay, it's not a gigantic issue at the moment, but it's about to be a very big issue that can completely ruin the game. I mean, imagine you load up and every single game someone is using something like that. It's going to completely break it. So you have to buy this technology that's like a few $100. Then you have to get an Elgato. You have to have a good computer that can read your screen. You have to be in a certain Discord. You have to pay for a membership. I mean, it is a lot you have to do to be able to use this, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like everyone's gonna be able to, and it's also like over $1,000, which is disgusting that people would go that far to be able to cheat. But you know that as it's growing, more and more people are going to do it. So if 2K doesn't install an anti-cheat software, 2K is going to be cooked online. I mean, it's going to be an absolute miserable playing field for people that are playing legit. And it sucks that you guys have seen my video on how to shoot better, how I showed you all these tips, how I have this controller and I have a monitor and all the tips that I use on the game, and you see me playing normally, right? Not this Wemby footage, because Wemby is just insane with a 7-3, the contested shots you can hit. But normally you watch my gameplay and everything I shoot is wide open because I have to do all this to shoot a high percentage, and yet these guys can just load up the game and shoot 80% contested shots, bro. It sucks. It really sucks that I have to do all that to be at an elite level of shooting, and these guys, they just press a button and it goes in every time. So speaking of the shooting on 2K, as we all know, you guys have been watching again, I've been one of the #1 haters for multiple different shot timings on 2K23 and 2K24, and people told me, oh, it's to combat Zens, but these guys don't stop. They made a more advanced technology that can combat the multiple different shot timings. So now there's no excuse to keep these 5,000 different shot timings. Like obviously, like we've talked about before, it's okay to have, you know, a different shot for when you have lower stamina and things like that, but the multiple shot timings has to go. And what I'm leading into is this picture right here that went crazy on Twitter that says quick reference for the 7 different shot timings on 2K24. You got to catch and shoot, that's fast. Crab is a longer timing. Limitless shots are now fast. Open shots are longer. Fade shots are fast. No adrenaline's longer. Quick stops, faster timing unless it's an open shot, then it's no longer a time. Like, bro, it's bad. And that's just going a very simple detail of the shooting. Now, you guys know I'm an elite shooter at the game. It's really, at this point, I've definitely adapted to it, but it's just stupid seeing it in the game because 2K had a perfect system for a long time until the Zens came across. What they have to do is they have to have an anti-cheat software. No matter what 2K does, what I'm trying to get to, the multiple different shot timings, they will find a way. They will make more advanced technology. You have to invest in the game or the game will be done forever. For years and years, people will do the same thing over and over. Now, speaking of the shooting, Hoodie Tie or Eyeball Green said, bro, I don't understand 3 months into the game and I have shooting struggles. I'm retired. Jono said, I've never been more confused. One game I'm 6 for 6 shooting nut shots. Next game I'm 0 for 4 wide open. It just feels so random sometimes. Said F it and just meter dunk all game. So this is the exact same way I feel, and I've seen hundreds of comments about the shooting. I don't think shooting is hard at all on 2K24. It's just very inconsistently weird. Like I can literally shoot 90% across a 10-game span where you think I probably got a Zen. The other team's like, all right, this dude's got a Zen. And then the next game, I'm 1 for 10 doing the exact same shots, doing the exact same timing, and I cannot make a shot to save my life. The other team thinks that I just started playing 2K. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that bad. So the shooting is just really weird. And I think that 2K needs to change the system. 23 and 24 were both not where it needs to be. I think this system is better than 23, but it's still not much better. The ghost contests are still there. But let's talk about something really interesting. At least I thought it was very interesting, so I went to Twitter and talked about it as well. You see me missing a contested shot right there that, of course, you know, a Zen would have went in, right? You know, and you're going to start seeing stuff like that, unfortunately. Hopefully 2K does something about it. But player count. 2K has never shown a player count. Now, growing up, I played games like Call of Duty, Halo, and they used to show player counts on these games. I don't know if they still do for Call of Duty and things like that, but I thought it was really cool to see how many people were online. And now, I guess for, you know, some sort of reason, they have thought about it that it's not good to show it. But I figured out a way that we could kind of see a player count on 2K. And I want you guys, in the last 3 days since the Poseidon event started, to guess in the comment section real quick before I pop it up how many people you think have played 2K24 on the Poseidon event. Go ahead in the comment section right now. Do a guess before you see it, bro. Do not skip ahead. And I wanted to see, bro. And now keep in mind, that's not Rec. That's not Park. Of course, those guys that have played the Poseidon event probably could have played Rec and stuff, but there's other people is what I'm trying to say. There's even more that didn't touch the event. They played just Park. They played just Rec. They played My Team, Play Now Online, My GM. I mean, the list goes on and on. My Career, Offline with their friends, Play Now, so much more, right? But I was actually really shocked to see, as you all see, I played one game, and my rank, this is on my burner account, was officially, here we go, see if your guess was right, 215,367. So 200,000 people have played at least one game of the Poseidon event since it started on Thanksgiving. And honestly, asking me my opinion, I think that's really, really high. That's a much, much higher one than I expected, because the game has sold, as we have seen, 4.5 million copies, probably closer to 5 million now. You know, the game's been out for 2 months. 200,000, that's a lot, bro. Because like I said, you're not just talking about, you have to add on people that haven't played a single one of those. They've been playing Rec, they've been playing Park. You know, there's more you can add on to that. Then you have My Team, then you have My GM, and you have Play Now Online, Play Now Offline, My Career. I mean, 2K, I can actually see they weren't lying. You know, their numbers are good, okay? So the game, the content, the viewership might not, you know, be the best like we've talked about before, but the game's doing just fine. I mean, it's literally doing just fine. So anyway, on to the next one, because I thought that was really interesting. We have pass accuracy right here, 75 versus 91 from 2K Labs, and it's basically the exact same thing. Very, very similar to the exact same speed. Now, of course, you do get more dimer, you do get other badges, things like that. But I thought it was interesting that the speed of the passes themselves aren't that much faster. So maybe next year 2K will change that. But man, I do really like my 6'6" that has 92 pass. I think it's 91 pass accuracy. I think it has silver bailout. So whatever that's at, 91 or 92. I throw amazing. I love that build. That's what I'm trying to say. Love that build's passing. Anyway, on to the next one. Posterizer, as we're actually watching clips of Posterizers, was tested by 2K Labs. And I'm going to have to give 2K a W on this. From no posterizer to Hall of Fame, 92% versus a 92 block, 85 interior. If you time the dunk correctly, of course. Only if you time the dunk correctly. So, of course, you're not going to make a 99 driving dunk build and do that because they have some sort of Zen-like thing to test out their, their test, which automatically times it correctly. But still, very good percentages right there. You know, on some badges I call 2K out because they don't do anything. Some of them I got to give them a W because driving dunk is very, very expensive on this game. And I'm glad that it is worth it, just like having a really high three-pointer. Next one, we've seen this test before, but they had a different graph. Space Creator Hall of Fame, gigantic jump. It looks like gold is the sweet spot if you can't get to Hall of Fame, but Hall of Fame, you see, just increases your percent so much. But if you have gold, you're still going to be good with that gold as well. Now, this was a really interesting one. Perimeter challenge on a 6'10" versus a 6 foot from 2K Toots. 21% average contest, 13.75 with the exact same, stuff. So they have the same stats, badges, and all that. So height definitely does matter. And we know, if you guys have played 2K24, I don't play on my builds anymore that are 6'5". And I literally use my 6'6" guard every time I get on guard. Of course, unless I'm making some sort of content video where I'm kind of playing for fun, like I'm making a Kyrie build soon and things like that, you know, foreshadowing the future, or using my Ja Morant build right here that can dunk like crazy. But like if I'm trying to like win games, like consistently win, I'm not using 6'5" and under, because they just get contested so much more on the exact same shot than a 6'6". And you guys that have played on both heights can definitely back me up here. It's a big difference, like a game-changing difference. 4 inches should not be that big of a difference. My 6'2", bro, will get 30% contested, and they're not even close to me. Same exact shot on my 6'6", wide open. So I don't know what 2K has to do about that. I think they should make the gap a little bit smaller, but that's just my opinion. Now, the Poseidon event, which you guys seen those people zinning on, I got up to an 11 streak. I lost to the zinner. Then last night I got up to a 32 and I lagged out. So, you know, that's very painful. But the Poseidon event, just like every other event, of course, is going to have boosters. And by the way, this is the best event 2K has ever had since like 2K20, because you get every category unlimited boost. Although I still think they did the event wrong. They started it on Thanksgiving. And then, you know what I'm saying? It's a 4-day event. I don't know why they started around that time. The streak continues throughout all 4 days. I could talk about it for a while. I'm glad they got out a good event. I just don't like the timing of the event. I'm pretty sure most of you guys can agree. Hopefully there's not, oh, you guys got what you asked for and you complain. Like half, it was literally on Thanksgiving, bro. Most of us are spending time with our families on Thursday and Friday. Anyway, the event, just like all the other events, has boosters, right? Evan, who works for 2K, responded to me and he said, boosters and cheaters have been checked and banned consistently this year. This happens after the event ends, not live during the weekend. Thanks to everyone who has sent in reports on top of that. So the issue with that is, if you guys are deep into the community, if you're not, I'll explain it to you. These guys are getting banned for 2 weeks, a little slap on the wrist, but they still keep their rewards. And on some events, let's say it's a top 5 event and you were 6th place and 5th gets banned, the 6th place guy doesn't slide up. He doesn't get his rewards. Sometimes you do, but most of the time you don't. So once again, 2K really, I don't know, man. Like, events used to be a big part of the game. People used to get banned, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. 2K has to fix things. They got to fix these Zins. They got to make events work. They got to, I mean, the Zins is going to literally destroy the game. I mean, I'm not even trying to just hype it up for the video or be dramatic. It's going to keep growing. It's going to get much, much worse. Speaking of something that's got much, much worse, we've talked about this before, but another picture that was just mind-blowing to me is the fact that, as you see right here, it's insane. 2K prices back in the day. 700 VC for a jacket, 700 VC. It used to be less than 1,000. I don't even think you can find a pair of clothing for under 1,000 VC. Now, if you want to get a jacket just like that exact same jacket, let's say 2K released the same one today, it'd probably be 15,000, closer maybe to 25,000 VC. It's insane, bro. It is crazy. And I know for sure if I was a kid, there's a very, very low chance that I would have ever got to get into 2K. I mean, I used to play my team back in 2K14, 15, 16. I used to play when I was a kid. I didn't have my own money and I would do no money spent. Sometimes maybe like 20 bucks, 20, 30 for, a Christmas gift card. So a little bit of money would go in. But imagine, I'm just thinking of me being 15 and being like, Mom, I just got 2K24 that you just bought me. Now I need $100 more to upgrade my player and get clothing. And that's only if I want to play on one player. And that's only if that build is made correctly, because people mess up their builds and things like that. And yes, you can grind out for free. Some people do that, but 2K has made even that harder and harder every year. You wouldn't be seeing Badge Plug right now probably, because I would have never gotten a 2K. And it's hard. I don't know how 2K is going to plan on getting these people into the game, because they got to grow like the younger audience a little bit. Anyway, I just want to talk about that for a minute. Scooper green window size. Scooper is an amazing badge this year. If you guys don't do scoop layups at this point, if you haven't learned when to do them, I very highly suggest you take 10 minutes out of your day, 20 minutes, learn how to do the scoopers. Learn when to do the scooper layups. They are very, very good. A lot of people say they're overpowered, in fact, okay? So learn how to do that, when to do it. It's going to help you finish around the rim. Now, this was a very interesting one that I wanted to save towards the end of the video, which I think is going to blow your guys' minds that made it this far. If you haven't seen it, make sure to comment down below, plug, if you made it 19 minutes into this video. But 2K2's had a very smart, interesting idea that I think is an incredible idea, and it was buying skill boost to see if skill boosts unlock animations on players that you wouldn't normally get. So for example, like he has a 69 rebound right here, and he's able to get animations that he wasn't getting. You see rebound chase to bronze with rebound skill boost on a 69 without the skill boost. So basically what he's trying to say in a way is that the skill boost brought him over the threshold from 69 to above 70, and above 70 is where you can start getting those animations. Now you see he did another video where he tried like 62 rebound with boost, 63, and it didn't give him the animations, but at 65 it did give him the animation. So it probably means that skill boost is around a +5 boost to your ratings. So I am very interested in seeing further videos, like does it unlock dunk animations and things like that. But so far, it does unlock animations for rebounding, which is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. And kind of adds to, you know, hey, maybe on this build I can go a little lower, but then buy skill boosts and I can maybe like mess around on my build a little bit, cheese the builder a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Like not really cheese it, but make your build a little bit more. I don't know how to explain it, bro. You guys understand what I'm saying. Anyway, the scooper test, the actual graph, as you see right here, 13%, 8%, 5.2. Hall of Fame scooper is going to be your spot. Gold is nice as well. But yeah, scooper is just a really, really good badge if you guys haven't used it. So that's been a very long video, man. If you guys want to see how to shoot on 2K24, if you need help, you need to click this video right here. Some of the tips are free, some of them are costing money, but it's every single tip I can possibly think of that's not a Zen on how to shoot better on 2K24. So click this. I'm about to be out of here. Tap it, whatever you got to do, and I'm out. Peace.